Hello, everyone. This is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some APBA baseball. Card and dice makes everything nice on the tabletop. 1981 American League Championship Series. Brewers versus the A's. Best of 5 game 4. Oakland leads the ALCS 2-1. If the A's win, they advance to the World Series. If the Brewers win, we go back to the Coliseum in Oakland, California for Game 5. You have entered another dimension. Welcome to Twilight Zone Baseball. 1981. What if the strike year was not divided into 2 seasons? Pre-strike and post-strike records are combined, which would have meant Milwaukee would have battled Oakland for American League supremacy, and that's what we're finding out APBA style on the tabletop. First pitch is next. Game 1 was a thriller. 6-5 A's victory. Bottom of the 9th, walk-off single by Ricky Henderson. Game 2, also in Oakland. Langford pitched a 3-hit shutout as the Oakland A's defeated the Brewers 3-0. We traveled to County Stadium in Milwaukee. Oakland looking for the sweep. The Brewers had other ideas. Milwaukee rallies, winning Game 3, 3-2 to stay alive. Well, they have to rally one more time to take it back to Oakland. Game 4. Let's get to the starters and roll some APBA baseball basic. For the Oakland A's, on the mound, Mike Norris. He's a C-grade pitcher, no modifiers. Batting first in left field, Ricky Henderson, hero of Game 1. Batting second, the center fielder, Dwayne Murphy. The DH batting third, Mickey Klutz. Cleanup hitter, right fielder, Tony Armas. Batting fifth, third baseman, Wayne Gross. Doing the catching, batting sixth, Mike Heath. At first base, batting seventh, Jim Spencer. Playing second base, batting eighth, Dave McKay. Rounding out the Oakland A's lineup, the shortstop, batting ninth, Mike Piccolo. So Mike Norris will try to close things out here for the A's and send them to the World Series. Pitching on short rest, as there's no tomorrow, for the Milwaukee Brewers, Pete Vukovich. He pitched Game 1. No decision. Leading off for the Brewers, right fielder Paul Molitor. Batting second, shortstop Robin Yount. Playing first, batting third, Cecil Cooper. The cleanup hitter, left fielder Ben Ogilvie. Batting fifth, doing the catching, Ted Simmons. In center field, batting sixth, Gorman Thomas. The DH, batting seventh, former Oakland A, Sal Bando. At third base, batting eighth, Don Money. Rounding out the lineup for the Milwaukee Brewers, playing second base, batting ninth, Jimmy Gantner. So Vukovich takes the mound in a must-win situation for the Milwaukee Brewers. If the A's win, they will advance to the World Series and play the winner of the Cincinnati Reds, St. Louis Cardinals, a series we have yet to start, but will at the conclusion of the American League Championship Series. We also have our 1976 bicentennial tournament going. What a game we had last night between Bert Blyleven and Nolan Ryan. I'll leave it at that. It was a phenomenal game. We rolled that in Stratomatic Baseball, advanced my way. Joining us here at the ballpark, our good friend ID Jester. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. Hope all is well. IDJ, congratulations to your OSU Buckeyes for winning the national title. All right, here we go. Vukovic is done with his warm-up tosses. He'll face Ricky Henderson, hero of Game 1. Vukovic has the sign from Simmons. The pitch to Ricky Henderson, that's a 24 to Ricky Henderson. 24 is a strike 3. Swing and a miss. He chased away and high. Vukovic with a good start. 1 out. The number 2 batter for Oakland, center fielder Dwayne Murphy, steps to the left-hander's batter's box. Vukovic rocks and deals to Murphy. We have a 23 to Dwayne Murphy. 23. Swing and a miss. Vukovic. Oh, the short rest is doing him good. He wanted the ball in this do-or-die situation. The Brewers must win to take it back to Oakland, California. 2 outs, base is empty. DH, right-hand batting, Mickey Klutz. Klutz has some pop. The pitch to Mickey Klutz from Vukovic. 51 to Klutz. 51 is an 8B. Voodoo will take that away. That ball is struck well to center field, but not well enough. Racing back at the track in front of the wall, reaching up is Thomas. Gorman Thomas makes the catch. 1, 2, 3. Goal the Oakland A's in the top of the first. Game 4 of the American League Championship Series 1981. 2 strikeouts and a deep flyout. Vukovic and the Brewers get the job done. We move to the bottom of the first. 2 up for Milwaukee. Molitor, Yount, Cooper to face Mike Norris. Excuse me. Sportsman Z has joined us. Please check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Our good friend Bob Zolke. He says, hello, Al, in the chat. You're on a serious APBA binge lately. I like both games. I play a lot of Stratomatic and APBA. It's just fun. I have to be honest. I'm still trying to figure out how the formula works, but it's brilliant. Again, I play basic. I don't know if I'll ever play the master game, but I enjoy basic. And I like watching people play basic or master. I don't care. I just enjoy listening to baseball. I enjoy YouTubers who enjoy what they're doing. I don't care what game they're playing. Like Sportsman Z, he'll play football Stratomatic. He's playing some APBA baseball. Did a wonderful job with that. I'm thinking about getting that little mini set, Bob, because those are some fun teams. I kind of want the Red Sox too. I don't want to buy the whole season though, but we'll see. I'm talking about last year's season, just because Ohtani's card must be so sick. Sick as in really good. Mike Norris takes the mound, but I just enjoy watching the people I watch on YouTube having fun, and that's what it's about. I watch a lot of Bob Zolke. I watch ID Jester. Oh, we have Adirondack Gus Gaming. How you doing? Season ticket baseball and strat hockey for me lately. Awesome sauce. He also says 49 quick decks football for the 2024 NCAA football tournament. Cool, cool. All right, let's put these guys over here. Yeah, just play the games you like, you know. Bob Z, I have the entire 2024 season on the way. Need to play my historical bad White Sox. Bob, I'm playing the 1976 bicentennial tournament, best 2 out of 3, round 1. Your White Sox upset Minnesota Twins because I give the 1 and 2 seeds in each division a bye. And that 76 team is not good, but they have some good pitching. And that's a fun thing about a short series. A bad team with good pitching, they can be an awful lot of trouble. So, well, I've been thinking about, I don't know. I don't know if I want to get the 2024 season in Strat or APBA. What I like about APBA, and I like Strat too, I like History Maker Baseball also. Those are the 3 baseball games I play the most on the tabletop. What I like about Strat, and I have to get back to Pine Tar Baseball. I wish they put out some new seasons, but that's pretty much a dead game when it comes to that. I like the pitching grades and the modifiers. I really do like that. It's fun to me. All right. As again, we'd like to say hello and thank you for joining us in the press booth, aka the chat, and Adirondack Gus Gaming. If check out, I think he has a channel. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Bob Z, our good friend, Sportsman Z, our good friend Bob Zolke. Please check out and subscribe to his channel. And of course, the Godfather, ID Gesture. Check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. Gandalf 907. Hello to you, my friend. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first. No score. Mike Norris, C grade, no modifier. He'll deal with the right hand hitting Paul Molitor. The pitch to Molitor, 65 to Paul Molitor. 65, bases empty, 35. Molitor will swing the stick. Both teams defensively are off the column 1. The A's are 41. Milwaukee's a 42. We will, if I remember, use the modified fielding, and both teams are such good fielding teams, but we'll for certain roles on certain boards, we'll use the modified fielding and see if that comes into play. It's only going to come into play with weaker fielders. So a 65 is a 35, popped up in front of home plate. Mike Heath waits for it. He makes the catch. Molitor is retired. 1 down. So Norris immediately challenges Paul Molitor. Sports Time Machine has joined us. Please check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Our good friend, Mr. Utah Mike. Robin Yount steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Norris has the sign from Heath. He rocks and deals to Robin Yount. The Brewers shortstop, 42 to Yount. 42 is a 39. 39. Strike 1. A W pitcher would be base on balls. Norris is a C grade with no modifier, so an 0-1 count. Beautiful breaking pitch by Norris. The pitch homeward bound once again to Robin Yount, 53 on the 0-1. 53 is a 20. Bases empty. 20. Okay, let's take a quick look here. 20. Second baseman. Now, this could make a difference. McKay is a 7. McKay is a 7. It goes to fielding column 2. So this is going to make a difference. Instead of... Nope, you know what? Wouldn't have made a difference anyway. I was looking at 19. It's going to be an error on McKay. A hard hit ball. Ticks off his glove. Rolls into shallow right. He chases it down. Yount is at first on the E4. We now move to runner at first. And I'm using these older radio boards. I like these a lot. I got them off eBay with a set. I was trying to pick up a real old football boards. Not the ones I use, but the ones that are older than that have the draws and the screen. I offered someone silly money, and they wouldn't take it. They wanted more silly money. I was like, you know what? I don't need those that bad. 1 out, 1 on, runner at first. Yount has good speed. Cecil Cooper, left-hand batting first baseman, steps into the batter's box. A's look to turn 2 in the infield with Piccolo and McKay. Here's the pitch to Cecil Cooper. Norris deals Cooper a 61. A 61 is a 24. Runner at first. 24. That's going to be a tailor-made double play. Hard hit ball to short. Piccolo to McKay. On to Spencer. The side is retired. Cooper bangs into a 6-4-3 DP. We're through 1 here at County Stadium in Milwaukee. No score. Game 4 of the American League Championship Series, 1981. Winner advances to the World Series. Oakland leads the series 2-1. Adirondack Gus Gaming says, Al, I use those boards also. I love them. I love them. Adirondack Gus Gaming. Hey, if any of you would like early 70s football and are an action PC football player, Gandalf is the man you need to talk about if you're looking for a league to join. All right, so Gandalf is running a action PC football league, 1970s. That's cool. Vukovic back up on the bump for the Brewers. Takes his warm-up tosses. He'll face Armis, Gross, Heath. If anyone gets on, left-hand batting, first baseman Jimmy Spencer. Vukovic is ready. He pitches to the right-hand batting Tony Armis. 43 bases empty. 43 to Tony Armis. TA. That's a 29. Armis will swing the bat. Ex-pitcher gets a strikeout. He's a wide pitcher, so no strikeout, foul ball. Then Armis grounds it right back to Vukovic. He knocks it down, calmly picks it up, throws to Cooper at first. Armis is retired, 1-3. 1 out, top of the second for the Oakland A's. Doug Hunt, how you doing? He says, hello, Al and chat. Hope everyone's doing well. That will bring up the third baseman, Wayne Gross. Vukovic deals to the left-hand batting Gross. 42 to Wayne Gross. 42, strike 3 looking. Paints the outside corner. Excellent job of framing the pitch by Ted Simmons. Third strikeout for Pete Vukovic, pitching on short rest. Much appreciated, IDJ. Thank you for those nice comments. 2 outs, bases empty for the Oakland A's catcher, right-hand batting Mike Heath. Vukovic looks in at Simmons. He's ready to work. Pitch homeward bound to Mike Heath. 24 to Mike Heath. 24. Swing and a miss. He chased high and in. Vukovic in 2 innings has struck out 4. Brewers fans give Pete a standing ovation here at County Stadium. We go to the bottom of the second. No score. Game 4 of the American League Championship Series 1981. What if? Vukovic on short rest has to win this game so the Brewers can go back to Oakland knotted at 2 for the deciding Game 5. Oakland leads the series 2-1. The A's took Game 1 6-5 with a walk-off single in the bottom of the ninth by Ricky Henderson. Game 2, a wonderful pitching performance by Rick Langford, a 3-hit shutout, 3-0 Oakland. But Oakland could not finish off the Brew Crew in Game 3. Milwaukee rallies for a 3-2 victory to stay alive, thus forcing this Game 4. Mike Norris to the mound for the bottom of the second. Will take his warm-up tosses. Norris will face Ogilvy, Simmons, Thomas. If anyone gets on, the former Oakland A himself, Sal Bendo. Gandalf 970 says, Pete sure had that stash. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. What wasn't he? Someone said, I think it was Mr. Utah Mike in Game 1. He was in Major League, the first one. He played the first baseman for the Yankees. The pitch to the left-hand batting left fielder, Ben Ogilvy, from Mike Norris. 54 to Ogilvy. Base is empty. 54 is a 32. 32. Fly ball deep to right center field. Armis racing over, calling off Murphy. He makes the catch. Ogilvy is retired. Heads back to the dugout. So with 1 out, no score, bottom of the second. The catcher, Ted Simmons, steps to the plate. Switch hitter. He'll bat lefty against the right-hand hurling Mike Norris. Billy Martin leaning back and forth. Very intense in that A's dugout. Norris has a sign. The pitch to Simmons. 44 to Simmons. 44 is an 8. The C Voodoo will not stop that. That's a single up the middle. A 1-out single for the slow-footed catcher, Ted Simmons. Excellent double play candidate. Sports Time Machine does concur that Pete Vukovich played the first baseman in Major League. Doug Hunt. Pete Vukovich lives right down the road from me. My brother played Little League Baseball with him. Cool. 1 out, 1 on. No score, bottom of the second. That will bring up the dangerous Gorman Thomas, power-hitting center fielder for the Brewers. This is a righty-righty matchup. The pitch to Thomas. Norris fires in a 51. 51 is a 9. And that is going to be a single to right field. Runner to third. Batter steals second on the 0-2 count. Holy cow, here come the Brew Crew. So Simmons gets a great read on that. And again, that was a 51-9 C-grade pitcher. Runner at first. Oh, wait. My faux pas. That's why I double-checked. I knew. I tell you, that is not a hit. Slow roller to third. Out, runner advances to second. That is the 9. I, by accident, looked at the 10. So it's a swinging bunt, basically. Wonderful play by Gross, the third baseman for the A's. There's 2 down now, as his only play was the first. Simmons in scoring position. 2 outs, runner at second. I do apologize for that. I, by accident, looked and I saw this. It's the 10, but the angle I had and these crappy glasses that are supposed to be good for me. So again, it's a 5-3 on the slow roller. Good job by Wayne Gross at third. They'll look for some 2-out magic from the former Oakland A, Sal Bando. Sports Time Machine says Pete Vukovich played Clue Haywood. The pitch from Norris to Bando. That ball is laced. We have a runner at second, and that's a double 1, but Bando doesn't have a homer on the double 1. That's a 6 on the C grade. Gap double to right center field. 1-0 Milwaukee. So Bando trades places with Simmons. At second, Simmons scores. Bando was kept in the lineup for his experience. He has given the Brewers a 1-0 lead. 2 out. Bando's in scoring position for Don Money. Money looking to cash in. He has a duck out at second base. Norris to Money. 55 is an 8. Runner at second. C-grade pitcher. Oh, Bando's a slow runner. He's going to be thrown out at the plate. Bando will be thrown out at the plate. Single to left. Putting a good charge on it is Ricky Henderson. Henderson throws home. Heath applies the tag. The side is retired. The Brewers try to extend their lead, but Bando is gunned out at the plate. A single for Money. But Bando is bankrupt as Heath tags him out to end the bottom of the second. The Brewers do score. It is 1-0 Milwaukee. We go to the top of the third. What a throw by Ricky Henderson. So Bando is out 7-2. Had he been a normal runner, or he had to be a fast runner. Single to left, RBI, slow runner out at home, batter to second. Yeah, he just had to be a fast or normal runner, but Bando is a slow runner. You got to send him with 2 outs, and that's what the Brewers did. They rolled the dice and came up craps. Top of the third, 1-0 Brewers. Vukovic will try to nurse a 1-run lead. Due up for the A's, trailing by 1, the bottom third of their order. Spencer, McKay, Piccolo. If anyone gets on, Ricky Henderson, the man who threw out Sal Bando at the plate. Just Ricky being Ricky. Vukovic in 2 innings on short rest has struck out 4. Spencer, left-hand batting first baseman, steps to the batter's box. Vukovic has the sign from Simmons. He rocks and deals to Spencer. 42 to Spencer. 42. Swing and a miss. Spencer chased down and away. The ball hits the dirt. Simmons applies the tag on the leg of Spencer. The 5th K for Vukovic. One out. Number 8 batter, second baseman Dave McKay. On deck, shortstop Mike Piccolo. The pitch to McKay. Vukovic fires in a 65. 65 is a 35. McKay swings the stick. Popped up to the left of Simmons. Simmons discards his mask to the right, waits for the ball to come down, squeezes it 2 down. Base is empty for the A's shortstop, Mike Piccolo. Vukovic nods his head. The violent delivery. The pitch to Piccolo. 12. 12 is a 25. Piccolo. Foul tip, stays alive. 2-2 count. The pitch once again to Piccolo. A weak chopper to second, easily handled by Gantner. Over to Cooper. 1, 2, 3, go the Oakland A's. We go to the bottom of the third. 1-0 Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers were down 2-0 in this series. They dropped the first 2 games in Oakland, won game 3, the last game here in Milwaukee. Vukovic said, "Give me the damn ball" on short rest. Mike Norris trying to keep it a 1-run deficit for the A's. Norris to the number 9 batter, Jimmy Gantner, in the bottom of the third. 1-0 Milwaukee. 43 to Gantner. 43 is a 29. Gantner will swing. Ground ball back to Norris. He has it. Throws to Spencer. Gantner's retired 1-3. 1 out. Top of the order, Paul Molitor. He popped out to the catcher. He's 0 for 1. Righty-righty matchup. The leg kick and delivery to Molitor. Norris fires in a 45. 45, ball 4. He's not a double ZZ pitcher. He has no modifiers. Molitor reaches on the free pass with 1 out. Uncle Dave Little has joined us. Hope all is well. He says, "Good evening, baseball fans. Please check out and subscribe to Dave Little's wonderful channel for some real awesome Filsinger game wrestling on the tabletop. Nobody does it better than Uncle Dave Little." 1 out, 1 on. Robin Yount reached on an error by McKay at second. Mahler takes a slight lead at first. Norris looks to first, now in at the plate. Heath sets the target. The pitch to Robin Yount, 32 to Robin Yount. 32 is a 26. 26. And they're fielding column 1. They can't turn 2. Oh, boy. That was a hard hit ball to second. McKay had trouble getting it out of his glove. Piccolo's relay throw not in time. Yount beats it out. But Molitor is erased from the base path on the fielder's choice, 4-6. So with 2 outs, Yount's at first. He has tremendous speed. As Dave Little says, how about them Buckeyes? He, too, is an Ohio State Buckeyes fan as well as ID gesture. So here's Cecil Cooper. 1 out, 2 outs, runner at first. Cooper 0 for 1, banged into an inning-ending 6-4-3 double play in the first. Norris to Cooper. Yount will be off on contact. 64 to Cecil Cooper. 64 is a 12. That's a unique number. 12. Hard hit ball to second. McKay knocks it down. Throws to first. The side is retired. Had it been a double play opportunity, Cooper would have banged into another double play. Yount stranded at first. We go to the top of the fourth. 1-0 Milwaukee here at County Stadium. RJL Network, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel. Our good friend Robert. Robert is doing 1984 season. Is it 84, Robert? Inside pitch, 84 season replay. The year of the Tigers. 83. Okay, that's Baltimore and Philadelphia, who went to the World Series. 83. So please check out and subscribe to that wonderful channel, RJL Network. Vukovic, top of the fourth, will face the top of the Oakland A's order. Henderson, Murphy, Klutz. Ricky struck out his first time up. Vukovic to Henderson. 34 to Ricky Henderson. We go to the bases empty chart. 34. Henderson, 31. So Henderson's going to swing the stick here. Fly ball. Deep to center field. Thomas back in front of the wall. Reaches up. He makes the catch. Henderson is 0 for 2. Heads back to the A's dugout. Billy Martin continues to rock back and forth in that dugout of the Oakland A's. 1 out for the left-hand batting center fielder Dwayne Murphy. He, too, was a strikeout victim of Vukovic. The pitch to Murphy from Pete Vukovic, 46. Swing and a miss. He tied him up inside. Foul tip held on by Ted Simmons. Vukovic has now struck out 6 and 3 2/3 innings. That will bring up Mickey Klutz. Klutz flew out to deep center. And Thomas, he's 0 for 1. Klutz has some pop. Klutz gets a start over a struggling Cliff Johnson. Johnson's only hit was a homer. Klutz awaits the Vukovic offering. Vukovic rocks and deals to Klutz. 35 to Mickey Klutz. 35's an 8. B, base is empty. That's going to take away a hit as another shot by Klutz is launched to center field. Thomas racing back. Makes the catch. Bangs into the wall. Does he have it? Yes, he does. So Gorman Thomas, another fabulous catch off the bat of Mickey Klutz. Klutz can't believe it. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Milwaukee. Vukovic, if he pitches one more scoreless inning, will go from a B grade to an A grade. Mike Norris has given up 1 run in the second. Thus, the 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Norris will take his warm-up tosses. A's throw it around the infield, get it back to Norris. Norris to face Ogilvy, Simmons, Thomas. If anyone gets on, the man who knocked in the run and then was thrown out at the plate by Ricky Henderson to end the bottom of the second, Sal Bando. Ben Ogilvy is 0 for 1. He flew out to right. The pitch to Ogilvy from Mike Norris. That's a 51 to Ogilvy. 51 is a 9. 9. C grade. Ogilvy pops it up. Left side. Waiting for it. Right near the bag. Now foul territory, but coming back into fair is Gross. He stumbles but makes the catch. Boy, that was a herky-jerky pop-up. Ogilvy's 0 for 2. One out for the catcher, Ted Simmons. Simmons singled, advanced to second on a slow roller by Thomas, scored on the Bando double. The pitch to Simmons. Mike Norris fires in a fastball. Simmons crushes that ball. It is a 1. That ball is deep. That ball is high. That ball is gone, baby, gone. Norris challenges Ted Simmons with a fastball. Simmons takes it out of the ballpark with a bippity-boppity boom. Boom goes the ball. Ted Simmons, the Milwaukee catcher, touches them all. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. It is now 2-0. Milwaukee, a home run, a 1-out homer by Simmons, who's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored in a ribby. Billy Martin starts rocking back and forth more violently in that Oakland A's dugout. Two nothing, 1 out, bottom of the fourth, due up for the Brewers. Gorman Thomas, Mike Heath goes to the mound along with the pitching coach. Norris will stay in to face Thomas, who grounded to third on a slow roller. Excellent play made by Wayne Gross. Norris has to regroup here. The leg kick delivery to Gorman Thomas, 45. 45 is a walk. Free pass. A's have their bullpen up. That will bring up Sal Bando. 1 for 1. He doubled in a run. Thrown out at the plate in the second. 1 out, 1 on. 2-0. Thanks to the solo blast with 1 out by the catcher Ted Simmons of the Brewers. Thomas at first. He's a slow-footed runner. Bando at the plate. Slow-footed. Excellent double play possibility here. Here's the pitch to Sal Bando. 41, Norris to Bando. 41's a 28. Ball hit to the left of Piccolo. He goes into the dive from his knees, throws to McKay. They get the force out, but no more. Thomas is out on the fielder's choice, 6-4. So there's 2 down now. Bando at first for Don Money. Money singled, thought he had an RBI, but Bando was tagged out at the plate when Ricky Henderson put a fine throw to Heath. Money's 1 for 1. The pitch to Money. 55 to Don Money. 55 is an 8 on the C grade. Single to center. Bando races around second base. The throw from Murphy. Bando's out at third. Wayne Gross applies the tag, and holy cow, once again, Don Money singles. Bando gets thrown out on the base paths. The side is retired. This time, Bando's out 8-5. That should be 7. Oh, that was to the plate. Yeah, 7-2. So he's out 8-5. Bando, they just need to put the brakes on Sal. Milwaukee does get 1 on the solo blast with 1 out by the catcher Ted Simmons. We go to the top of the 5th, 2-0. Milwaukee Brewers. Wow, Bando thrown out on the base paths once again. Single to center field, runner to third, slow runner out at third. That is just magnificent. And again, I think you can say play it safe and all that. I don't do that for either team. Now a 2-run lead for Pete Vukovich. Vukovich has pitched magnificently. So Vukovich with a 2-0 lead. Pete has struck out 6 in 4 innings. If he throws a shutout here in this inning, he will go from a B grade to an A grade. And that's it. You can't go higher than an A grade when advancing, I do believe. Let's just take a quick look at that. Grade advancement. If a pitcher allows no earned runs in 5 consecutive innings, increases grade by 1 letter. If he allows no runs in 6 consecutive innings, increase it by another letter. A pitcher can advance a maximum of 2 grades this way, but not beyond A. So he'll be an A grade. All right. A is down 2. They'll send Armas, Gross, Heath. If anyone gets on Spencer to face Pete Vukovich. Vukovich, as I stated, has struck out 6. The pitch to Tony Armas, who grounded to Vukovich. That's a 66! Armas crushes that ball. That ball is gone. Tony Armas has pulled the Oakland A's to within 1, and that sends Billy Martin out of the rocking chair type of seating on the dugout. He has popped up, clapping his hands like a madman, so he is not going to get to an A grade. Tony Armas with a deep fly ball to center, bippity boppity boom, boom goes the ball. TA Tony Armas touches them all, breaking up the shutout and no-hitter, pulling the A's to within 1. 2-1 Milwaukee. That quiets down this crowd here at County Stadium. What a blast by Tony Armas. Here's Wayne Gross. Gross steps to the left-hander's batter's box. He was a strikeout victim in the second. Vukovich, an angry Pete Vukovich, with the violent delivery. The pitch to Wayne Gross, 56 to Gross. 56 is a 34. Gross pops it up. That's going to go foul. 1-2 count. Vukovich goes high and away. Swing and a miss. Vukovich has struck out 7 now. 1 out. 2-1. Milwaukee. A's get on the board with their first hit, a homer off the bat of the right fielder, Tony Armas. Right-hand batting catcher Mike Heath was a strikeout victim in the second. Vukovich, arms down to his chest. He deals to Mike Heath, 64 to Mike Heath. 64 is a 12. A hard shot to first. Cooper snares it, wins the foot race to the bag. Heath is 0 for 2. 2 outs, base is empty, 2-1, top of the 5th. Jimmy Spencer steps to the plate. Spencer has a little bit of pop. Don't sleep on Spencer. Billy Martin screaming to Spencer, knock it out of the ballpark. Vukovich shakes off Simmons, shakes him off again. Now he nods his head. The windup, the pitch to Spencer. 45 to Jimmy Spencer. Base is empty. 2 outs. 2-1 Milwaukee. 45. Ball 4. So Spencer reaches on the free pass. He's still 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Spencer's a slow-footed runner at first. Dave McKay, the second baseman, steps to the the left-hander's batter's box. He's a switch hitter. McKay popped out to the catcher, Simmons. So runner at first. Spencer will have a few extra steps with 2 outs. Vukovich nods his head. The pitch to Dave McKay. We're looking at a 26. 26. Swing and a miss. overpowers McKay. Inside fastball, tied him up. The A's do get one on the Armas home run to start off the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 Milwaukee. Vukovic has now struck out 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What am I saying? 8. He has struck out 8. Vukovic has struck out 8. He's made only one mistake. The home run that he gave up to Tony Armas. Mike Norris on a very short leash. The A's don't have a really good bullpen, though. Highlight Heyday has joined us. Please check out and subscribe to his wonderful channel. He says, Al, where's your dice shaker tube? I'm notifying APBA headquarters. LOL, joke. Well, I like the dice shaker, but I have a bad habit of them getting stuck in there. So, but I do like the dice shaker. Norris to face Gantner, the number 9 batter. Then the top of the order, Molitor and Yount. If anyone gets on, Cecil Cooper. Jimmy Gantner's 0 for 1. He grounded to Norris. The pitch to the left-handed Gantner from the right-hand hurling Mike Norris, 15. 15 is an 8. Runner, base is empty. C-grade pitcher. Single up the middle. Gantner's now 1 for 2. Gantner is a fast runner. Gantner at first. Martin looks to his pitching coach. They're getting on the phone to the bullpen. That will bring up Paul Molitor. Molitor has popped to the catcher and walked. Pitch homeward bound to Molitor with Gantner at first. No outs. 61 to Molitor. 61 is a 40. Strike one. Foul tip off the catcher's mask. 0-1 count. We do it again. Another pitch homeward bound to Molitor. 41 is a 24. That ball's hit up the middle. Diving stop by Piccolo. His only play is to first. He throws a strike to Spencer. Molitor is out. Oh, I'm sorry. We got a runner at first. 24. That might be a double play ball. That's a double play ball. 6-4-3, inning over. 2 outs, inning not over. Base is empty. So that goes Piccolo, McKay, Spencer. As Piccolo makes the diving stop up the middle, flips it to McKay, leaps over the oncoming Gantner. Nice stretch by Spencer at first to get Molitor. So we have a 6-4-3. 2 outs. Base is empty for Robin Yount. That's the one thing I sometimes forget to flip the charts. Well, hell with Strat, sometimes I look at the wrong column. But we're human. It happens, right? Doug Hunt says, Al, you're not using basically he means you're not using the tube roller thingy. He says, Al, that's a violation, LOL. Dave Gardner, how you doing, Uncle Dave? Please check out and subscribe to that channel. Uncle Dave Gardner, lots of good stuff. He also has membership. That's good stuff. Of course, he's partners in crime with Ron Juckett for Digital Dice. Remember, check out, excuse me, Uncle Ron Juckett's channel on Twitch. But I think Ron's mostly on YouTube now, I think. I don't know if he's still doing Twitch, Retro Sports Network. He could be, but he's been doing a lot more YouTube. Mark Jones, how you doing? Mark says the Brewers had some interesting teams in the late 70s and early 80s. Yes, they did. Mark, Tony sent me a text today regarding, I guess you posted some stuff about Harry Greb that got taken down. We didn't take that down. I'm just curious. If you can, repost it and send me a message because I want to see what happens. All right, here we go. 2 outs. Base is empty thanks to that fine double play started by Piccolo at short by the A's. Robin Yount steps to the right-hander's batter's box. Yount is 0 for 2. Did reach on an error by McKay. Norris is ready. He kicks and deals to Robin Yount. 16 to Robin Yount. 16's a 28. Base is empty. That ball is hit to the left of Piccolo. He's outstretched, backhanded, diving stop. Piccolo pops up, throws low, scooped out of the dirt by Spencer. Yount is retired 6-3. Rob Piccolo, 2 fabulous plays at short, keeps this a 2-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Milwaukee. The A's lead the best-of-5 American League Championship Series 1981 2-1. Oakland wins. They head to the World Series. Milwaukee wins. We head to Oakland and the Coliseum for Game 5. Top of the 6th. Vukovich has made one mistake. That came in the top of the 5th. The first batter, Tony Armas, jacked it out to dead center. Thus the 2-1 ball game. Vukovich will face Mike Piccolo. Just made those absolutely fabulous plays at short. Then the top of the order, Henderson Murphy. Vukovich has struck out 8. He's only given up the 1 hit, the homer to Armas. Here's Mike Piccolo. He's 0 for 1. He grounded to Gantner at second. Vukovich to Piccolo. A 65 to Piccolo. 65's a 35. Base is empty. Popped up to the left of home plate. Simmons waits for it. He makes the catch. Piccolo's fielding has been fabulous. The bat in the series, not so much. Piccolo's gone. Heads back to the dugout. Billy Martin goes back to rocking back and forth in sort of a rocking chair position on the bench. Mark Jones says, I attached pictures and I think Facebook deleted the 2 posts for copyright violations. I'm in their doghouse. They've done that on another site too. I said that to Anthony. I said, maybe the photos and Facebook took them down. That's pretty funny because, like Facebook, they were selling everybody's information before to the old Chinese and others. But, yeah, put a picture up and, that's pretty silly. All right. 1 out, top of the order. Ricky Henderson, he's 0 for 2. He struck out and flown out. Henderson awaits the offering. Vukovich fires it in. It's a 23 to Ricky B. Ricky. 23 to Henderson's a 30. That's going to be out number 2 as Henderson sends it to left center field. Deep, but not deep enough. But it continues to carry. Ogilvy, Thomas both lay out. They nearly collide. Ogilvy makes the catch. Unbelievable. Oh, my Lord. That ball just continued to carry. Nearly colliding was Ben Ogilvy, the left fielder. Gorman Thomas, the center fielder. I don't know who came up with it, but it was Ogilvy. We didn't know as they nearly collided, both diving for the baseball. 2 down. The number 2 batter for the A's will step to the plate with bases empty. And Oakland down 2-1, 2 outs, top of the 6th. Center fielder Dwayne Murphy. The pitch to Murphy from Vukovich. It's a 53. What will it be? We shall see. 53 is a 16. That is a unique number. 16. And now let's look here. 16, that ball's hit to center. Thomas is a 3, so it's going to stay fielding column 1. And that could make it. I mean, so if he was a 2 or if he was a 1, it would drop in for a hit. But he's a 3. So he will make the catch on the sinking liner. He makes the Superman dive. So the side is retired. We get a diving catch, a near collision between Ogilvy and Thomas. And then Thomas comes back, makes the Superman diving catch coming forward on a sinking liner. The A's are retired on some magnificent outfield defense by the Brewers. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Milwaukee. All right. So Mike Norris has pitched fairly well. 5 innings, 2 runs, both earned. Goes to the bottom of the 6th. Norris to face Cooper, Ogilvy, who made that hell of a catch in left center, Simmons. If anyone gets on, Gorman Thomas, who made the magnificent catch to end the top of the 6th. Cecil Cooper 0 for 2. Norris to Cooper to start off things in the bottom of the 6th. We have a 45 to Cooper. 45 is a walk. That's a 14. First time Cecil Cooper has reached base. He's a normal runner. So we have a runner at first. No outs for Ben Ogilvy. Ogilvy is 0 for 2. He has flown out and popped out. Heath goes out to have a quick word with Norris, now back behind the plate. Before Heath squats down, he sets the defense in the infield. Ogilvy awaits the Norris offering. The pitch to Ben Ogilvy, 43 to Ben Ogilvy, runner at first. 43 is a 29. 29. Wide pitcher gets a strikeout. He's not a wide pitcher. It's a swinging bunt to the left of Norris. Norris pounces on it, thinks about second, but wisely takes the sure out at first. Ogilvy's retired 1-3. Cooper advances to second. 1 out, a huge insurance run, and Cecil Cooper at second base. The catcher, Ted Simmons, steps to the plate. Simmons is 2 for 2. He scored 2 runs. He singled and homer. Simmons' homer is the difference in this ball game. That came back in the bottom of the 4th. Can he go 3 for 3? Runner at second. 1 out. Norris to Simmons. 55! He's looking to go 3 for 3. 55 is an 8 C grade pitcher. Does not. Well, let's see. Before I say that. Single to left. Cecil Cooper is not a slow runner. Cooper is a neutral runner. Here's the throw by Ricky Henderson. Cooper slides in under the Mike Heath tag. 3-1 Milwaukee. County Stadium explodes with joy and jocularity. Ted Simmons is 3 for 3 with 2 ribbies. Looking to get that player of the game, a.k.a. MVP of the game. So Cooper scores. Again, if he was slow, he would have been thrown out, but he is a normal runner. He has no he's not distinguished a fast runner or a slow runner, so he's a normal runner. And that was an 8. So you say single to left, RBI, slow runner out at the plate, batter to second. Oh, so actually moving up on the throw to the plate is Simmons. So he's in scoring position with 1 out. Gorman Thomas is 0 for 1 with a walk. 3-1, Billy Martin thinking, and that's it for Mike Norris. There is an off day, we would say, when they go to Oakland. They're going to go with Robert Dennis Ochinko. He's a B grade Y modifier. So it's Ochinko to try to keep it a 2-run deficit. And he's a lefty. Oh, you know what? Actually, if we go to the righty, Jeff Jones, who's a B grade Y modifier, but he's a bit wild. Coming in the middle of an inning, he is an A grade pitcher facing the same side. So we're going to go with Jones to try to get through this inning. Then we'll go to Ochinko. Let's just put Ochinko over there. You can see he's a B grade Y for strikeouts, but he has the W, so he's wild. Now let's change colors. Norris goes 5 1/3 innings. So far, he's given up 3 runs. He's responsible for Simmons at second. Norris didn't strike out any. No strikeouts. He did give up a homer to Simmons, who's 3 for 3. All right. So Jones is coming in. He's going to be an A grade because he's coming in the middle of an inning and he's facing the same side, righty-righty. So he's going to be just for that first, but he's really a B with a Y W. Jones, 6th, 1 out. Jones done with his warm-up tosses. Quick word with Mike Heath. 3-1 Brewers. Brewers win. We go to Game 5 in Oakland. That will be winner take it all, like Bogey and Bacall. Heath back behind the plate. Jones is ready. Righty-righty matchup. He's an A grade for the first batter he faces because it's a righty-righty matchup, and he's coming in the middle of an inning. Simmons at second. Jones to Thomas. That's a 12. A 12 is a 25. 25. Line shot. Leaping catch by Mike Piccolo. I'm sorry, leaping catch by Dave McKay. And as he starts to come down, quickly flips the ball to Piccolo, who steps on second. Double play. Side is retired. Simmons thought that was going to be over, the leaping McKay, and wanted to score from second. Instead, he is out on the line out. Double play. 4-6. That will close the book on Mike Norris. He does give up one more run, so the book is closed on Norris. 3 runs, and they were all earned. He is the pitcher of record. We go to the top of the 7th. 3-1 Milwaukee. They're looking to go back to Oakland for Game 5. Billy Martin continues to rock back and forth in that rocking chair type motion on the bench. A bundle of nerves, Billy is. So Norris is out of the game. Let's just get him. Jones is going to stay in for now. Norris is gone. Ochinko is ready in the bullpen. Vukovic has given up 1 hit. The homer to Tony Armas. He struck out 8. in 6 innings. So we go to the top of the 7th. Vukovic will face Klutz, Armas, Gross. If anyone gets on, Mike Heath. Klutz has flown out to deep center twice. Thomas has made 2 fine catches to center. Vukovic to Mickey Klutz. 53 to Mickey. 53 is a 20. Bases empty. 20 going to fielding column 1. Sharp grounder near the hole, off the glove of the second baseman, Gantner. Gantner scrambles to the ball, throws to first, but it's late. Mickey Klutz reaches on the Gantner error. That's an E4. Should have been out number 1 in the top of the 7th. Tying run comes to the plate, and Tony Armas, he can tie it with a one mighty swing. He's knocked in the only run on the only hit for the A's. Leadoff homer in the 5th. Simmons comes out to have a word with Pete Vukovic. Is Vukovic tiring? He's on short rest. Raleigh Fingers is ready, as there's no tomorrow. They're going to stick with Vukovic. The pitch to Tony Armas. Klutz at first. It's a 41 to Tony Armas. 41's a 28. Runner at first. 28. Hard hit ball to short. Yount going deep in the hole, heading towards third as momentum's taking him to his left. He pivots, throws to Gantner, acts like a first baseman. They get the force on the slow-footed Klutz, but no more. Armas reaches on the fielder's choice. 6-4. Mickey Klutz is out. So 1 out, Armas at first. What a play by Robin Yount. Didn't think he was going to get to it. That will bring up Wayne Gross. Gross has struck out twice. Vukovic to Gross. 1. Oh, that ball is gone! That ball is gone! Wayne Gross is take that fastball and shove it where the sun don't shine. Launches it on the 66. You get that 1. That is a bippity-boppity boom to the moon. Boom goes the ball. Wayne Gross, Tony Armas touch them all. We're knotted at 3. Wayne Gross gets his revenge. For whom the bells toll? Well, they told for Pete Vukovic, and that's going to be it for Vukovic. He's only given up 2 hits, and they were both homers. A solo shot to Armas, a 2-run blast by Gross, who took out all of his frustration on that fastball, sitting dead red after striking out twice against Pete Vukovic. So you have the 66. It is a 1. It is gone, baby, gone. To the moon, Alice, to the moon. Once again, the sounds of silence can be heard here at County Stadium in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 2-run blast by Gross, scoring Armas and himself. We're knotted at 3. Billy Martin is going insane with joy in the dugout, screaming at Gross. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And there's some explicitives involved in that screaming. So we're knotted at 3. Vukovic day is done. Could the Brewers be done? Vukovic goes. The error proved very costly. They could still have a 1-run lead. Vukovic goes 6 1/3. The book is closed on Pete. He only gives up 2 hits. 2 earned runs because Klutz shouldn't have been on. So 3 runs, only 2 earned. He struck out 8. But you could see he was beginning to tire. 2 home runs. I think he only walked 2. No, he didn't walk any. No, there's 1. He walked 1. Good effort by Vukovic. 2 mistakes, 3 runs. One of them aided by the error by Gantner. We're knotted at 3 in the top of the 7th. We have a pitching change here for the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be Raleigh Fingers. There's no tomorrow. They thought about going to Fingers earlier, but they did not. So Vukovic is gone. Fingers. A and B grade. Modifiers. X for strikeouts. Z for control. Wow, what a turn of events here. Billy Martin saying, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So the blue pen is no more. Unbelievable. Norris is off the hook. Jones's game to win or lose, but I think we'll go to Ochinko. We're going to wait and see, though. So it's Raleigh Fingers, the former Oakland A, loser of Game 1, winner of Game 4. Or no, he got the save in Game 4, excuse me. The winner was Caldwell. In Game 3. Caldwell got the win in Game 3, Fingers the save. Fingers was the loser in Game 1. When Ricky Henderson had the walk-off single in the bottom of the 9th in Oakland. So Fingers, A and B with an X modifier for strikeouts, Z for control. Wow. Vukovic started to tire. Fingers fielding is a 2, so they stay at a 42. Fingers 7th, 1 out. Wayne Gross got his revenge in a big way. Fingers will now deal with Mike Heath in a 3-3 game and bases empty. Heath 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Fingers to Mike Heath. 44 to Mike Heath. That's probably an 8, and Fingers will take that away. 44 is an 8, so that is an out. Fingers comes in tight, jams Heath. He pops it up to the third baseman, Money, 2 down. Two outs, 3-3 ball game, top of the 7th. Left-hand batting Jimmy Spencer will do battle with Raleigh Fingers. Spencer 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout. Simmons goes through the signs. Fingers nods his head. The pitch to Spencer, 64 to Spencer. 64 is a 12. That's a hard hit ball. Speared by Cooper. He'll easily win the foot race to the bag. Spencer is gone. The A's are gone, but not before. A 2-run blast aided by the error by the second baseman of the Brewers, Jim Gantner. The blast was provided by Wayne Gross. We're knotted at 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. I lied. We got to go to the blue pen one last time. 3-3, bottom of the 7th. Who will come out to the mound for the Oakland A's? What an exciting game. Another really fun game in this series. So Fingers does his job. Triple G Sports Replays, how you doing? Check out and subscribe to that channel. Thing with Jones is he's wild. Jones or Ochinko to face. Thomas lined into the double play. So it's going to be Bando, who's been thrown out on the base paths twice. Once at the plate, and that could have been a deciding run. They would be up if he wasn't thrown out. Then at third, Money Gantner, who right now is the GOAT, he committed the error that put Armas on when the tying run scored, which was Gross, who hit the 2-run homer. All right. We're going to stick with Jones. Billy's going to stick with Jones to face Sal Bando. And again, Jones is a B, Y for strikeouts, but he's W. He's wild. The pitch from Jones to Bando to lead off things here in the bottom of the 7th. Knotted at 3, 62 to Bando. 62 is a 29. Bando will swing the stick. That is a hard one hopper. Back to the mound, knocked down by Jones. He calmly picks it up, throws to Spencer at first. Bando's now out and 1 for 3. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back for it's root for your favorite team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Marlon Price, how you doing? As Marlon says, hang on for the win, Brewers. Now they'll have to come back for the win, Marlon. Good to see everyone in the press booth, a.k.a. the chat. Feel free to join in. No outs for Don Money. Money has singled twice and had Bando thrown out on the base paths on both of his singles. Bando once at the plate in the 2nd, and then at 3rd in the... Was that the 5th? Could have been. I didn't mark it. All right. Money awaits the Jones offering. The pitch to Don Money. Will he cash in? That's a 16 to Don Money. 16's a 28. Money swings the stick on the 28. That ball is hit up the middle. Diving stop once again by Piccolo. Pops up, throws, scooped out of the dirt by Spencer. Money is finally retired. He thought he was 3 for 3, but it would not be. Mike Piccolo pulled a Gandalf the Grey, says none shall pass. 2 down. Piccolo has been outstanding in the field in this series. At the plate, not so much. 2 outs, base is empty for Jimmy Gantner. He's the GOAT right now, and I don't mean greatest of all time. Gantner grounded out, singled. He's 1 for 2. Jones trying to get through this inning. Looks in. Has the sign from Heath. He kicks and deals to Jim Gantner. 13 for Jim Gantner is a walk. So Gantner reaches base for a 2nd time. Gantner's a fast runner at first. A gap shot should score him. Paul Molitor 0 for 2 with a walk. Last at bat, banged into a 6-4-3 double play in which Piccolo made a diving stop, flipped to McKay, who then sent it on to Spencer. Two outs, Gantner at first. Jones looks to first, Spencer holding him on. Now Jones looks towards the plate and Mike Heath. The pitch to Paul Molitor. 53 to Paul Molitor. 53 is a 17. That's a unique roll. 17. This ball is hit to right field. That's not going to change anything because all the outfielders for the A's are outstanding. The highest defensive point total you can have in basic is 3. So it's not going to change anything. Making a tremendous catch on the 17, slicing towards the right field gap. A diving catch by Tony Armas, getting it done at the bat and in the field. That was a gap shot that if it gets by Armas, Gantner will easily score from first. The Brewers would take the lead. But alas, poor Yorick, I knew him well. It was not meant to be. Armas makes the fabulous diving catch. The A's continue to flash the leather on the field. And we continue to stay knotted at 3. We go to the top of the 8th, 3-3. Coming up for the A's, McKay, Picholo, top of the order, Ricky Henderson. So Jones, by the hair of his chinny chin chin, keeps it a tie ball game. I think they'll go to Ochinko in the bottom of the 8th, but we don't know yet. It will be Raleigh Fingers back to the mound. He came in relief of Pete Vukovich. Vukovich only gave up 2 hits, but they were both homers. A solo blast by Armas in the 2nd, a 2-run blast in the top of the 7th after an error by Gantner to tie the game at 3. So here's Dave McKay, 0 for 2. Those at-bats were against Vukovich. He's popped out and struck out. Fingers to McKay. McKay, switch hitter batting lefty. Fingers a righty. That's a 41 to McKay. Base is empty. 41's a 24. Hard hit ball to the left of Yount. Deep in the hole, has it. Contorts his body on the pivot. Throws to Cooper. What a stretch, and they just nipped McKay. Fine, wonderful play by Robin Yount. 1 down, knotted at 3, top of the 8th. A's lead the American League Championship Series 1981. What if the records were combined and the season wasn't split? They lead the best of 5, 2 games to 1. Looking to close it out. Rob Picholo, absolutely fabulous in the field, dreadful at the plate. Let's see what he can do against Fingers. Fingers to Picholo. 45 to Mike Picholo. Robert Michael Picholo. I keep calling him Mike Picholo. I believe it was Rob Picholo. Well, either way, Rob Picholo, 45. 14. That's going to be a walk. Fingers is a Z pitcher, but not a double ZZ pitcher. So Picholo reaches on a Fingers free pass. 1 out, 1 on, top of the order, Ricky Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 3, strikeout and 2 flyouts. Those at-bats were against Vukovich. Alternate History 100 has joined us. He says, I loved that Brewers logo where the M and the B formed a baseball glove. This is the old helmet. I mean, like the bubblegum helmets when I was a kid. I bought this set at Fenway Park. So this should be white, but they didn't do that back then. Where you can see with the newer ones that I bought off the MLB, well, Teresa, my wife, Nurse Teresa, my Bella, she bought this, and they have the right coloring. I would love to get this in the right coloring, just because I'm reverting back to a 10-year-old before I die. All right, so we have Picholo at first, 1 out, Ricky Henderson at the plate, who's 0 for 3, righty-righty matchup. Fingers to Henderson, 22, Ricky being Ricky. Let's see what happens here. We have a runner at first, but Fingers is an A-B pitcher. So a 22 is an 8. I already know that Voodoo is going to take that away. Swinging bunt by Henderson. Fingers kind of fumbles with the ball. Has enough time to throw to first, nipping Henderson. Advancing to second, but now with 2 outs is Picholo. Scoring at home 1-3. Yeah, it'd be nice to, get because this is blue, and that should be, right here should be white, the front of the helmet and the caps. Right? It was white, or was it yellow? Was it yellow? Maybe it was yellow. Was it? I think it was yellow, right? As Triple G Sports Replay says, I agree with reverting back to a 10-year-old. Why not? Why not? At work, I have to get aggravated enough, right? I mean, I don't strive to make mistakes, but when other people make mistakes and you're depending on them so you can do your job properly, it kind of stinks. And then you have to clean up the mess. That's always fun. You got to clean up the mess. Clean up the mess. Wasn't your fault, but you got to clean up the mess. All right, enough of that crap. That brings up Dwayne Murphy. Peachlow at second. Peachlow is a normal runner. Murphy's 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a flyout. The pitch to Dwayne Murphy, 3-3 ball game. Peachlow will be off on contact. And before we roll the dice, we got to get this second base chart. 65. 65 to 35. That should end the inning. 35 popped up. Third base side. Near the dugout. Fingers is not a wild pitcher. It's going to stay in play, making the tough catch near the dugout. Don Money. The side is retired. Dwayne Murphy, 0 for 4. Peachlow stranded at second. He was the go-ahead run. The walk doesn't hurt fingers. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 3-3. Oakland leads the series 2-1. They win, they advance to the World Series. They lose, we go back to Oakland. It's fingers game to win now or lose. Jeff Jones is done. I don't like that W. We don't want to have any walks. So Jones, he did his job thanks to some really great fielding in the infield and outfield of the Oakland A's. It's going to be Robert Dennis Chinko coming in. So Jones is done. Billy Martin goes to his third pitcher, and we go to our third color dice. It's going to be purple. I like purple. Purple's my favorite color. But first, Jones went an inning and a third of scoreless ball. No, an inning 2/3 of scoreless ball. That takes us to the bottom of the 8th. He gave up no runs. Oh boy, Chinko is a 1. That's going to bring the fielding to a column 2 as opposed to a column 1. So now their fielding's going to go to a 40 because Chinko is a 1. He is a lefty. Chinko. I keep saying Chinko. Chinko. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. B grade Y modifier. That's for strikeouts. Bottom of the 8th. Big moment here for the A's in a 3-3 game. And Robert Dennis Chinko. He will face Yount, Cooper, Ogilvy. If anyone gets on, Ted Simmons, who's 3 for 3 and knocked in 2 runs, 2 singles and a homer. Robin Yount, 0 for 3. Did reach on the error by McKay at second. Fielding column now is, because they went down to 40, I'll just show you real quick. They go to the middle fielding column. They're no longer the best fielding column because Chinko is a 1, and that takes him from a 41 to a 40. But we still have the outfield will still, anything where it comes to a fielding check for the outfield will still go to fielding column 1 because they're all 3s. And I think, no, Peachlow is a 2 because he's an 8. McKay's a 2. So the outfield's still okay. Here we go. The pitch to Robin Yount to lead off things here in the bottom of the 8th. Knotted at 3. 13. And that's usually it's not a walk. That's going to be a ball hit by Yount. It's a 23. 23, middle column. Oh, runner at second. That's not what we want. Base is empty. 13, 23. Well, 23 is not on here. Middle column. And that, well, either way, it's going to be a ball hit to center field, and Murphy drops it. Oh, my Lord. So that's, no matter what, that's going to be an error. Dwayne Murphy drops out number 1. Robin Yount reaches for a second time due to an A's error. So they've really flashed the leather well and poorly in this game. Billy Martin can't believe it. That will bring up Cecil Cooper. Cooper's going to swing the stick. I don't have any luck bunting in this game, or, well, I have a little, wasn't too bad the last game bunting in Strat. Runner at first, no outs. Yount represents a go-ahead run. The pitch to lefty-lefty matchup. Alchinko to Cecil Cooper, 62 to Cecil Cooper. 62 is a 37. Snap throw to first. They get Yount leaning. He's picked off. He is picked off. What a move by Alchinko. Cooper is erased. Robert Dennis, Alchinko just bails out Dwayne Murphy. Holy cow, 1-3. Picked off. Wow. Base is empty. Cooper steps back in the left-hander's batter's box. That's insane. Here's another lefty-lefty match. Oh, Jesus. Cooper's still in the box. Now with bases empty. 33! Oh, wow. That pickoff. 33 is a 6. B grade. It's a double off the center field wall. It would have been second and third, no outs. Instead, 1 out. Cooper just misses a homer. He doubles to center field. The ball played by Murphy quickly gets it back in, but a stand-up double for the man they call Coop. Cooper, a normal runner at second. He represents the go-ahead run with 1 out in the 8th. Ben Ogilvy, another lefty-lefty matchup. Runner at second, 3-3 ball game. A huge pickoff. But the Brewers fans still hoping, wishing, wanting, praying. Pitch homer bound to Ogilvy. It's a re-roll on the D column. 43. Most likely, the Brewers are going to take the lead. 43 is a 7 off the D column. Smack to right field. Cooper had a great read on that. There is no play at the plate. Ogilvy comes through in the clutch. The Brewers retake the lead 4-3. Billy Martin screaming profanities in the dugout as he rocks back and forth. And he's not saying Happy Mother's Day, that's for sure. 4-3, a clutch single with 1 out by Ogilvy scoring Cooper. Could have been a 2-run lead. Instead, it's Ogilvy at first, 4-3 Brewers. Ted Simmons, the plate, has yet to be retired. 2 singles, a homer for 2 ribbies. He scored twice. The pitch to Simmons. Switch hitter, he's batting righty. 53 to Simmons, runner at first. 4-3, joy and jocularity has returned here at County Stadium as Kurt Berglund leading the cheers here. 53. What did I say? 43. It's a 53, Al. 53 is an 18. That is a unique roll. 18. It's going to be an error on Rob Piccolo. Piccolo is an 8, which still, they're fielding column 2. He needed to be a 9 not to make the error there. But he boots the ball. So again, the A's have really flashed the leather well, including Piccolo. Now he makes an error. Simmons reaches for a 4th time, though this will not be a hit. First and second, 1 out. Ogilvy to second. Piccolo took his eye off that ball, thinking to turn an inning-ending double play. Instead, 1 out. Ogilvy to second. Simmons to first. The dangerous Gorman Thomas to the plate. Thomas, 0 for 2 with a walk. Last at bat, lined into a double play. 4-3. Brewers, they're threatening for more. Lots of insurance on those base paths. The pitch to Gorman Thomas, 21 from Auchinko. So we have a 21. Swing and a miss. Let's just double check. That's a 13. They're usually always strikeouts. And we have first and second. And it is he's chased. He chased high. 2 down. Auchinko has to keep it a 1-run deficit and take that to the top of the 9th and hope the A's can get 1 or 2 or more. Sal Bando has doubled, was thrown out at the plate, reached on a fielder's choice, was thrown out at third, also grounded out, so he's 1 for 3. The pitch to the former Oakland A, 2 outs, 2 on. Auchinko to Bando. 22 to Sal Bando. Is an 8, but he's a B. We have first and second. Will the B voodoo take away the 8? It does. Chopper to third. Charging is Gross. He fires to first. Bando is easily retired. The Brewers strand 2, but score 1. After 8 innings played here at County Stadium, the Milwaukee Brewers retake the lead 4-3. We go to the top of the 9th. Raleigh Fingers trying to close it out, get the win here in Game 4. He had the save in Game 3. If he gets the win, we go to Oakland for Game 5. What a baseball game. Fingers to face Klutz, Armas, Gross. Armas and Gross have homered. Klutz has flown out very deep twice to center and reached on an error by Gantner. He scored ahead of the... Actually, he did not score. He was forced out. It was Armas who scored ahead of the homer by Gross on the fielder's choice when they couldn't turn 2. All right, Mickey Klutz. Again, he has an 11 and a 66 and a 33. So 3 chances at tying this game on a single die roll for Mickey Klutz. The DH position has had 1 hit in this series, a homer. It was Cliff Johnson. He started the first 3 games. We went to Mickey Klutz in this game. Billy Martin saying, hit the one out of the mother effing park. Come on, Mickey, you son of a... I can't say that stuff on the radio. The pitch to Mickey Klutz from Raleigh Fingers, 36 to Mickey Klutz. 36 is a walk. So Mickey Klutz battles Raleigh Fingers. He's the tying run at first. We're going to pinch run for Mickey Klutz. He's a slow runner. We need a fast runner. And we might use a pitcher here. Yeah, well, you never thought I was going to use Kelvin Orlando Moore, but we're using Kelvin Orlando Moore. He's a fast runner. He'll pinch run for Mickey Klutz, who does his JOB, getting on base. Pinch. Oops, I messed that up. Dyslexia is also a wonderful thing. As I put the R before the P, that's fun. Pinch runner. More fast. Ninth. More pinch runner for Klutz. Klutz is out of the game. A's get that lead runner on. Tony Armas at the plate. And again, everyone, I think we have 27 players per team. Everyone's available. He's a fast runner. It's either 27 or 26. I can't remember. Oops. Tony Armas, he's swinging the stick. Runner at first. The speedy. Moore. Fingers to Armas. 13 to Tony Armas. 13 is a 40. 40. Pitch out. They throw to second. He's caught dead stealing. Holy cow. Because they are a 42. Unbelievable how APBA does these things. I just can't believe it. So we rolled a 13, which is a 40. And on this, again, these radio boards, it's a pitch out. Moore was going. Billy Martin rolled the dice, and Moore is gunned out easily, 2-6. Wow. So bases are empty. We go back now to Armas at the plate with one out and no one on. Out stealing, 2-6. One out. Fingers once again deals to Tony Armas, 65. He came so close to tying the game with a 66. That's a 35. Bases empty. Fielding column 1. Popped up to the left towards the dugout. Going over is Simmons. He makes the play. 2 down. County Stadium. The fans here on their feet. The Brewers in the dugout are no longer in the dugout. They're on the top step. Wayne Gross, who tied the game off Pete Vukovich, a tiring Pete Vukovich, who pitched on short rest with a 2-run homer in the top of the 7th, now needs a homer to tie it here in the top of the 9th. He is 1 for 3. It's been all or nothing for Wayne Gross. He struck out twice against Vukovich, but then sitting dead red with a runner on in the top of the 7th, crushed a ball to center, getting his revenge, tying the game at 3. Oakland would come back with Ogilvy knocking in Cooper from second in the bottom of the 8th, 4-3. It comes down to Wayne Gross, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Fingers, looks in, has the sign from Simmons. Gross, ready to do battle from the left-hander's batter's box. Fingers, deals to Wayne Gross, 2 outs, bases empty. 56 to Wayne Gross is a 34. Popped up. Left side. Going back on the outfield grass, waving his arms, is Robin Yount. He squeezes it, and this ball game is over. We will go to Oakland for the deciding winner-take-all Game 5. The A's win the first 2 games in Oakland. Milwaukee comes back to take Games 3 and 4 in stunning fashion by 1 run in each game, forcing the best of 5 to go to 5 back at the Coliseum in Oakland, California. Wow. What a baseball game. The A's failed to score. Another one-run victory for Milwaukee here at County Stadium. The Brewers are victorious 4-3. You know, the A's only had 2 hits, both homers, knocking in 3 runs. That is wild. And it really played out really interesting because Vukovic on short rest, again, has nothing to do with it, but I like to put it in the storyline. The dice give you the story, but you're the storyteller. And that's what's fun about what we do, whether we do it via PC or tabletop. We're given an outline of the script and we fill it in, and that's so much fun, and I enjoy that. Wow. So we're knotted at 2. Game 5 will be coming up in the near future, as well as Game 2 of our 1976 best-of-3 bicentennial tournament between the, holy cow, who is it? Angels and the Rangers. If you missed Game 1 between Blyleven and Nolan Ryan, boy, you got to check that one out. What a great game that was, if you like pitchers' duels. We had a pitcher's duel with some pop in this game. All right, so Ochinko will get the loss. He pitched 1 inning. He's the losing pitcher. He gave up 1 run. So Ochinko is the losing pitcher. The winning pitcher, Raleigh Fingers. So Fingers has a loss, a win, and a save in 3 out of 4 games in this series. Fingers pitched 2/3 here. That makes it 7. He pitched 2 2/3 of scoreless ball. Oh, I shouldn't. And he didn't give up any hits. He did give up a walk. 2 walks, in fact. Struck out none. Player of the game, we're giving it to Ted Simmons, who was 3 for 4, 2 singles, a homer, knocked in 2 runs, and scored twice. So Ted Simmons is the MVP, along with Raleigh Fingers. So we have co-MVPs. We're knotted at 2. Game 5 back in Oakland. They're going to go with their number 2 starter, Milwaukee. They're going to skip Lurch again. Number 1 starter for Oakland will be, well, we might go Langford, who had a 3-hit shutout, but, well, we'll go with McCaddy. He's an A. We'll go with McCaddy. So it's going to be McCaddy for the A's. The Brewers will send to the mound as, again, they're going to skip Lurch. Moose Haas. So Moose Haas. I believe those will be the starters. Again, normally I wouldn't skip people, but again, it's do or die. We don't skip people in our 76 tournament with Strat, but we're doing this a little different. I don't think they would pitch Lurch. I think they'd go to Moose Haas. We have our imaginary travel day, so he's still pitching on short rest a bit, but it'll be Moose Haas and McCaddy. So I'd like to say thank you Very fun game. Glad you came along for the ride. The series tied at 2. Game 1, 6-5 A's, walk-off single in ninth. Game 2, 3-0, 3-hit shutout by Lankford. Game 3, Brewers win 3-2. And as you witnessed, Game 4, Brewers win 4-3. So a really fun series we've been having here. I like to thank Alternate History 100. As I hit the camera, I apologize. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Triple G Sports Replays. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Highlight Heyday. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Thank you for being here, gentlemen. Cutter Historical. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Marlon Price. Your Brewers come back to win, making you happy, along with Kurt Berglund. Gandalf 970. Thank you, my friend. Mark Jones. Thank you, Dr. David Little. Dave Little. Check out his wonderful channel and subscribe. Dave Gardner, check out his wonderful channel and subscribe. Doug Hunt, thank you. RJL Network, our good friend Robert, check out and subscribe to his channel. Sports Time Machine, our good friend Mr. Utah Mike, another fine content creator in our community. Continue to scroll up. What a fun, lively chat we had tonight. Hopefully I said hi to you on the way in, but I'm going to try to say bye and thank you on the way out if I missed you. ID Gesture, the godfather of the community. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Adirondack Gus Gamings. Check out and subscribe to his channel. Dan Bombfield. I missed you on the way in. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. He says, do you have contact info? I built a digital version of Stratomatic I'd like to get your eyes on. You mean like a PC version? Interesting. Okay. Message me if you're still here on the page once it loads on the video page. Sportsman Z, our good friend Bob Zolke, please check out and subscribe to his channel. Lots of fun stuff there. So thank you to everyone who joined us in the press booth. If you watched and didn't join us in the chat, aka the press booth, it's fine, but feel free to join us and share your thoughts and what you're doing in your projects. Hopefully we'll have a chat with Al coming up soon. I don't know when. Mark Jones says, I had Satchel Paige of the 42 Monarchs no-hit the 42 Cardinals recently. That is awesome sauce, my friend. Mark Jones, what is your favorite baseball game to play? I love Strat. I love APBA. I love History Maker Baseball. Those are my 3 favorites right now on the tabletop. And I do enjoy playing the tabletop. I play PC games offline. And we'll bring some of those back to the channel also. So if you enjoyed the stream, please smack that like button. If you have not subscribed and you wish to do so, that would be awesome. If you do subscribe, hit the bell for notification when we go live. Come back where everybody knows your name and they're always glad you came. Become a member of the FOC, Friends of the Channel, Friends of the Community. It costs you nothing but a subscription to my channel and community members' channels. And just come and have fun. That's what it's all about. Unleash your inner 10 to 12-year-old. That's always a good time. So, once again, thank you very much. Be safe, be smart, treat people the way you want to be treated. God bless, love you all. Milwaukee wins 4-3 to force a Game 5 back in Oakland. So come back to see that in the near future. That's why you have to hit the bell for notification. And you know it's coming, folks. Yes, Game 5 in Oakland between the Brewers and A's, but what else? Peace!